Hmm? You're... Ah, we met before. The synchronicity guy. That butterfly in your clothes. It looks like the Huddy butterfly I saw on the bulletin board. Are you with Huddy? Did you accept my case? It's me, Vice President of the Golden Dawn. Totally not a surprise. My nickname must have made it difficult to guess it was me. The Golden Dawn was a British secret society founded in the 19th century. Even Aleister Crowley, known as the wickedest man in the world, was briefly a member. Their teachings centered on the Kabbalah, and their hierarchy was based on the Kabbalah's Tree of Life. In fact... I'm sorry, Western history is a treasure trove of occult knowledge. Once I get talking about it, I just can't stop. I talked about it with May on the phone for more than 6 hours last week. In one go, or... Were you looking for me? I thought you were bringing Mr. Navitz. No, he was following me. You're following me for some reason. Huh? Why would he follow you? Actually, seeing as I have synchronicity with you, maybe he'll follow me as well? I have to let May know. Thanks for the info. And something has caught Ink's attention. Something going on that... Give me a quick moment here. Okay, for a moment I thought one of the neighborhood's cats snuck in again, because sometimes they'll go up to they'll just get up here. I'll be sure to send payment. That sure was a bizarre case, but I somehow managed to complete it. Time to head back to Huddy. I had the feeling I was being watched. I must have just imagined it. Insert X-Files theme. Something didn't feel right at the time. It was vague, but I definitely felt it. Yep. And Ink's taking her leave. It was like I'd gotten a glimpse of something extraordinary. Okay, and sentient computer programs isn't extraordinary to you anymore? Okay. Oh, a case is a case, and a case closed is a case closed. Alright. Turn that in. It's thief who doesn't steal. Mizushita, director of the aquarium. Look, we have an odd thief. He doesn't seem to steal anything. Can you find out what he wants? Okay,
wait, is that the... Who's that one?
One of the rewards, an aquamarine from the guy who works at the aquarium. Fitting.
Also, this got weird.
Getting all of us together for a job. That's pretty extravagant. Who's the client? Aquarium in Ikebukuro. So the client is a fish? Of course not. It's the aquarium manager. It's a theft case. It seems some thieves have been breaking in. Too bad. This sounds like an ordinary case. But theft? Only that's more of a police matter? The police have passed on the case to us. So it's not just an ordinary case. Yep, hello there. I see you're all here. Thanks for agreeing to this. Let me introduce the client. This is Mr. Mizushita, manager of the Ikebukuro Aquarium. Keep in mind that everything we discuss must be kept absolutely confidential. Now I'll explain the situation. Fish have been going missing from our tanks every night for some time now. Because of the cunning methods employed by the thieves, it took us more than a month to notice that anything was wrong. Hang on a sec. Can I ask something first? Yes? What? What fish have been stolen? For starters, sea bream, flounders, and seahorses. Well, maybe the thieves want to start their own aquarium. This is no laughing matter. You should take it more seriously. Hey. You laugh and he gets mad at me. What else was stolen? Some sharks. Okay. I thought sharks were huge. How could you steal them? The sharks in our aquarium are a small species. They're only about 30 centimeters long. Yeah, there are some really small sharks out there.
Yeah.
The cookie cutters, I believe, are about that size.
Yeah, there's some that look like miniature sharks that are called... I know the Swedish name, sillhaj, is I think would be... I don't know what sill is in English. It's like a mackerel, basically.
Okay.
Very tiny. But cookie cutter shark is one of those tiny sharks that people do not like, and animals don't like them either for obvious reasons.
Yeah, because the little bastard like to take bites out of everything.
Including submarine radars.
I never knew there were small sharks. They don't sound very scary. Clownfish, conger eels, jellyfish, sardines, spider crabs, and even penguins and sea otters have also been stolen. That many? Let me see. What else? Now, what about cods? Were any cods stolen? No, we don't have cod in the aquarium. Too many Call of Duty players kept, messing up the place. Oh, I see. Erica, the issue isn't what was stolen. How could you not notice all those missing animals for a whole month? Well... The thieves, they employ very cunning methods. You said that earlier. What did they actually do? Also, no, Marco, we are not playing Baby Shark. And I guess we're going to get to why they know it's a thief. Yeah, right. Are you sure it's not because you old geezers aren't up to the job? I don't know what to say. Hey, show some respect for your elders. Hackers rely on information to do their jobs, so you should listen to everything the client has to say. Isn't that right, Ryuji? That's right. Sorry for the interruption. Please continue. We don't know why, but the thieves always return the animals to where they belong after a few hours. Huh? What the... So the exhibits are stolen during the night and returned before we open the next day. More specifically, they're usually returned after about an hour. That's why we didn't notice it for over a month. I can see why. How? Pardon me? She means, how did you eventually notice what was going on? Oh, I see. Unless something happens, the CCTV camera footage is wiped every month without being watched. A member of our staff noticed what was happening while erasing the footage. It showed some masked men carrying away the tanks at lightning speed. Then they returned in about an hour and put them back in exactly the same place, right down to the millimeter. That sure is strange. Why would they do such a thing? Also, don't you have anyone actually watching the cameras every time? That's what makes this case so bizarre. They risk being caught just to return what they took. Isn't it the police's job to investigate this? Ordinarily, yes, but my superiors have been at loggerheads about how to handle it. I'll spare you the details, but this case isn't technically classified as theft. Legally, theft is the intention to permanently deprive the owner of property. If that can't be proven, it can't be considered theft. It would still be breaking and entering, wouldn't it? The perpetrator's behavior of always returning the exhibits means that the owner isn't permanently deprived of his property. Of course, if we knew who they are, we could nail them for trespassing on private property, but trespassing cases aren't a high priority. My superiors have decided that we can't spare the resources to investigate this case right now. Come off it. That just sounds like an excuse for being lazy. It's a bit of an exaggeration. The thought of Matayoshi can't be everywhere at once. It's okay, Ryuji. I've got a thick skin. That's why I resorted to bringing Miso here to meet with you in secret. The aquarium is actually scheduled to undergo a major renovation soon. If word of this gets out, we might end up losing our grant and might even have to shut down permanently. I suppose it would be risky to give a grant to an aquarium where thieves can come and go at will. The CCTV footage is evidence of trespassing. If you can find out who they are, I'll arrest them. Please tell me everything else you know. Then we'll decide whether or not to take the case. The thieves always make their move during gaps in the security guard's patrol schedule. Of course, we change the routes and overhand times every day. Even so, they always know the times when there are the fewest guards. How about security? Do we have motion sensors or infrared beams? The thieves disable our security system so the alarm never goes off. Is it some crappy old security system? Far from it, it's brand new. One of the thieves must be a highly skilled hacker. I heard there are lots of top-notch hackers in Eden. You don't suspect us, do you? Of course not. Matsuyoshi told me all about you. He said you wouldn't be capable of something like this. How nice of him to say that. He didn't mean that. It just meant you wouldn't be capable of committing a crime like that. Also, Mark, we're just borrowing without asking. Otherwise, we wouldn't be asking for your help. Is that right, Mr. Mizushita? Right, sorry, I phrased it badly. I would really like Huddy to uncover the truth and catch the culprits. So, what's it gonna be? I think we should take the case. Let's take it. I'm a little curious to find out exactly what's going on. Yeah, if we picked the other one, we'd probably be outvoted. I knew you'd take it. Thanks. Thank you. Let me just check 2 things. Every single stolen exhibit was returned, right? Yes, I checked with our keeper. Nothing is missing. Finally, was anything added? Added? Please check for any unfamiliar decorations, stones, or anything else. I will. What should I do if I find something? Contact us straight away. Make sure you don't touch it. Understood. Thanks again. And I'll leave it to you. Okay, so let's go over the case. Every night a group of masked men evade the security guard and steal one of the aquarium's exhibits. Then they come back and return it soon after. I see. What do you mean? Do you know who they are? No idea. How about you, new boy? Maybe the criminals love fish? It's not enough to just look at them, they want to swim with them? Why'd go to the trouble of returning them? Maybe they realize they're too difficult to keep. You have to control the water temperature, water quality, and stuff like that. It's difficult even for a professional. So the next day, they steal different fish, within an hour realize they're also difficult to keep, and then return them and repeat that 30 times? They'd have to be really stupid. Or there's something we're missing. In any case, we need more clues. So let's split up, gang. You go with Scooby. I agree. Hang on a sec. I've connected to the aquarium server. I'll take a look at the security system logs. Found something? It looks like the thieves accessed it via the cyberspace. They deleted the logs, but that's not enough to stop me. They've been careful, but not careful enough. There's still traces of the deleted logs. They should do it. Damn, they've covered their tracks. Satoshi, forward the data to me. I think I know how to uncover their route. Okay, you take things from here. Once we know where they accessed the server from, Keizuke and I will hack them. That sound good to you? I've got the address. Great, let's go. Be careful. Did she say that to Ryuji? I'm sure she did. Okay, time to finish, time to look into some fishy business. Cheerful disc. Okay. Chaosmon DNA Digivolves from Leomon and which other Digimon?
Dramon. No, it was Dramon.
Oh well. Okay, let's go grab this. Let's go grab our rewards. Okay.
A cheerful disc. Does that make you cheerful, Captain?
Maybe. Okay, let's... No. There. Let's see. Cam USB master disk. Okay, let's give
Okay,
that.
not bad.
Okay. Not too useful on you. Let's give you that.
I would say, I like you can give them items, but they are so easy to forget about.
Yeah, they don't really have that much of an effect anyways. But still, every little bit might help.
Yeah. Or it does help, though. It will not help with evolutions, hence why they probably overlooked a lot.
Yeah. Okay, you... Let's just give you some of these. Okay. We have 3 space. Let's see... Brandon. Okay, that would go over. Let's... I say we name number 9 after we digivolve them again.
Let me guess. You know who you want to name them after? Probably is you. If you don't you name them currently as a Numemon, you feel like you're insulting them. Am I correct?
I don't know who to name it after yet.
Sure.
Back door.
Doubt.
So just to be absolutely safe. Let's see. It's going to be one of these again. Okay, that swapped the floors. But there's a chest over there, so let's head to the left first. Oh, nice. Okay, that means we can upgrade our first farm to a level 4.
I just read the chat.
Let's see. Marco, Drakeo's pressing the X button to doubt. Well, I'm pressing the X button to change the floors. Okay. Move just to the back line again for a bit. So we have a balanced group. Okay, all of these activate the same floors. It might make it more difficult to have certain types only change certain colors. Nope. Look, there's someone there. Is it a girl? Welcome to my aquarium. I'm Minamo Takitsue? Whatever. I'm surprised you found this place. Read it, please. We're like detectives. It doesn't matter who you are. You've got nothing on me. Let me ask you some questions. What is this place? What are you doing here? As you've come all this way, I'll give you a special tour of my aquarium. You didn't answer either of my questions. Have you noticed this place looks exactly like the Ikakuro aquarium? How observant. It's a perfect digital copy of the aquarium's building, facilities, and animals. It's almost complete. I see. So you did it to recreate this place. But did you really need to resort to theft? You can find lots of similar data for patient buildings on the net. You don't get it. Similar isn't good enough. It has to be a perfect reproduction. The building and decor can be recreated from photos. But how the animals look and move can't be scanned from ordinary photos or videos. They have some very rare fish. There's no information anywhere about the types of tanks and equipment they use. And it's not as if I could just go up to them and ask to borrow their precious fish and equipment, right? And I see. So when you steal them, copy them, and then return them. Steal? Please don't use that word. I just borrowed them and scanned them with a 3D scanner. No one could accuse me of stealing. So it seems, but you're suspected of trespassing on private property. Timer. I hate that. In the virtual world, people are free to go anywhere they like. The real world is so full of restrictions. Although you're not quite right, I didn't actually trespass. What do you mean? Breaking into the aquarium, finding the exhibit, removing it, and then returning it safe and sound, all within a short space of time? I had a team of international super thieves. They didn't leave any evidence, and I haven't committed any crime. Well, you just confessed to the commissioning of crime. Did you hire someone to do the hacking as well? As the Digimon and a hacker to help with that. Of course I didn't do anything myself, and any evidence is long gone by now. The most difficult part was scanning everything perfectly in the short time between acquiring the exhibits and returning them. Bought an entire studio for that. So it's just a very expensive hobby? It takes more than money. You have to be smart too. That's why you'll never pin anything on me. I haven't caused anyone any trouble, even you. And look, this place is almost finished. My own private aquarium. I'll have to hand it to you, this place certainly looks beautiful. Thank you. That makes me so glad to hear. But it doesn't sit right with me. It's also the ugliest thing I've ever seen, in a sense. Ugly? What do you mean? Yeah, you spent a lot of money, but you didn't get your hands dirty. You got other people to do it for you. So much for the perfect crime. What? The law can bring you to justice, but unluckily for you, we aren't the law. We're hackers. We'll make sure you're punished. This aquarium will never be completed. It's too bad. That's when I'm going to have to dispatch my first visitors. I knew she seemed too willing to talk. She never intended to let us leave here. And of course she has fish Digimon.
One of them is not a fish.
Close enough. Without fish sticks.
That's like the Swellamon. Oh, not gonna be evil. Can you guess what Swellamon is an acronym for?
The coelacanth.
Oh, the heck, you said it right!
I knew you were going to ask it.
That's the second time you were able to say it right! Right, because of celebration. I just got an accent there, I don't know why. There you go.
I was sticking out my tongue at you there.
Wait, can you do that with your model?
Nope. But maybe I'll ask to have that added. Okay. I've always wanted to live in an aquarium. What? Especially that aquarium. It's in a tall building, like a seabed for the sky. So you have some attachment to it, that aquarium? Yes, so many memories. I went all the time as a child, at least once a week. It's also where I went on my first date. But they're going to have a major renovation soon. Did you hear about that? Yes, we did. I was shocked when the final design was announced. It looks more like a nightclub or casino. They're going to have pop groups singing with tropical fish. Don't you think that's tacky? Yeah, it's tacky, and I'm pretty sure the fish would not like all the noise. Like, there's a reason that people are told not to tap on the glass, and I'm pretty sure speakers playing Baby Shark would piss them off even more.
Yeah.
That makes me feel a little better. At least someone agrees with me. I thought about starting a petition to keep the aquarium as it is. But they probably wouldn't take any notice. Things never go my way in the real world. So I decided to preserve it by myself. This is the had always been, and how I remember it. I understand how you feel. I kept trying to think of ways to make the aquarium mine. If you can afford a team of super thieves and an entire studio, couldn't you just try to buy the freaking aquarium?
It might be even more expensive, especially with the whole expenses and all that.
True. When all said and done, you didn't intend to cause anyone any trouble. You just wanted to recreate the aquarium for yourself, correct? That's right. But we can't just look the other way. Memories are about preserving data. There's something you keep inside of you for the rest of your life. Maybe you're right. If you're going to report me, just do it. Looks like you got this case all wrapped up. The aquarium will send payment. What's the matter, Ryuji? Why the long face? There's something bothering me about this case. I hope it turns out to be nothing. By the way, I met the perpetrator. I can't go into detail, but she's the only daughter of a very wealthy man. He recently passed away and left her his entire fortune. Father's dead? Recently? She hired people to steal the exhibits and hack the security. Surely there's no evidence? Exactly, that's why the aquarium has dropped a complaint. It receives extremely rare creatures from other aquariums and research institutes around the world for special exhibitions and the like. Any rumors of security problems would soon put an end to that. Now we know who was behind it all. After being arrested, she promised she'd never do it again. The aquarium is happy to leave it at that. So... she'll be released tomorrow. Sir! Calm down, Ryuji. I know how you feel, but we have no other choice. No one was hurt and no actual damage was caused. I'm sure you agree she's learned her lesson. No, I don't. How can you release her so soon? She's not being charged. We can't just hold her. If not tomorrow, she'll be out in a few days. Call the aquarium manager. Right now. What? Why? I'm going to the aquarium. Wait here. Someone's fired up.
Yeah, I think that there's something else going on.
Ah, Ryuji. Matayoshi. Did you find what we were looking for? Ryuji was right. Found a nasty little surprise. Couldn't believe it. What did you find? I don't feel comfortable saying it in front of Erica. It's fine. She's a hacker just like us. Plastic explosives, set to detonate remotely at any time. They were attached to the undersides of all the tanks that were returned. They're small, but detonating them all at once would level the place. Explosives? Why? Good question. How did you know they'd be there? I suspected it right from the start. She created an exact copy of the aquarium in her own private cyberspace. It was as if she'd confined time and space itself, as well as herself. I had to ask myself what someone of that mindset would do once they'd accomplished everything they'd set out to do. Tell us, what did you intend to do? Well, level that place, of course. I feared that she tried to keep the aquarium all to herself. But destroying the one in the real world? Even though she knew it's about to be renovated? Don't look so worried. Unless she actually presses the detonator, everything I just said is nothing more than a theory. We don't have any evidence that she planted the explosives. Once again, we can't pin anything on her. But now she's probably moved the virtual aquarium to a small server and disappeared off to somewhere far away from here. I'm annoyed we can't hold her to account, but at least nothing will happen to the aquarium if she presses the detonator now. The only positive is that no one's been hurt in all this. An unusual case. Nothing will happen to the aquarium if she presses the detonator. However, there might be a catastrophic result somewhere else instead. Somewhere else? What do you mean? Memories aren't about preserving data. They're something you keep inside you for the rest of your life. What did he mean by that? Nonsense. This is where I'm going to stay for the